All right, guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So I kid you not, I literally just woke up. Like, my voice hasn't warmed up or anything yet. I am tired, but last night we did get the announcement of a brand new dual unit coming into the game, which are Great Saiyan 1 and 2, which is kind of cool. And I did say that there may be something else that comes later on. Well, apparently 2 hours after that, we got a teaser of our next big unit, right? And no, we don't get teasers like this unless the unit is impactful, like a really dope unit, right? And this is probably the most vague hint we've ever gotten for a brand new unit coming into the game. So what we see is a GIF, or GIF, however you want to pronounce it, but we see it of the Dragon Ball Legends logo in a black background, and then it fades slowly into pink. So we do know that the character that we're going to get is synonymous with the color pink. Now, there are two things that I can deduce from this, and I'm pretty sure one or the other is more likely going to happen. But we have the very first one, which everybody seems to be on the bandwagon about, but everybody seems to say that this is leading towards a transforming Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Now, I would be completely down for that, 100%. I think that it would be really cool to see him transform into Super Saiyan Rose. They could probably give him a slightly different move set, because we still haven't seen his scythe yet. I think that'd be really cool. But apart from that, I don't really think that there's much to go on concerning Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, only because a lot of people are saying it could be him because it goes from black to pink, and I understand that, but with the shade of pink that this image is, I don't think it's actually synonymous with Rose, right? Because the color for him is a slightly darker pink, and this is a much brighter pink than, you know, the Rose color for Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. So again, it's not an impossibility, but I think in this particular case, it's an improbability. But that doesn't rule out the other option, which I think is a bit more logical, and I think it'll actually work alongside Great Saiyan 1 and 2. But I think that this GIF is actually pointing towards a brand new Majin unit. The colors actually line up pretty perfectly, because Majin Blue, all forms of him are a pretty bright pink, and this shade of pink is a pretty bright pink, right? So I'm thinking that it's going to be a Majin character. Oh, and of course also because Great Saiyan 1 and 2 originally are from the Majin Buu saga. But anyway, the reason why I believe it's BUU is because of two factors. One, the very last statement from the Great Saiyan 1 and 2 post, because normally if they're just talking about units and then they want to like end it off with like a particular quote or whatever, they'll end it off with that quote and then that'll be it, right? But at the near the end of that post, it says, use this dynamic duo to support your sagas from the movies team. Normally that would be it, but then they added something else saying, use your righteous flame for good, right? An extra quote that isn't really needed at all, right? So I'm believing that since they're promoting units that do good, they're going to try to, I guess, counteract that with a new unit that's evil, right? And again, that could also work for Rose as well, because you could see it in the sense of use your righteous flame for good, and then Rose could be like, you know, use your quote unquote, like, you know, righteous justice for whatever, right? But it could also be for BUU, because obviously, you know, using a quote unquote righteous flame for good, and Majin Buu, or I should specifically say Kid BUU, is pure evil, right? So it could also be that as well. But that's only one factor. And the other thing is, and if I'm not mistaken, in one of the Dragon Ball Legends video and stuffs, Toshi did say that he was going to try to push to get more villains to get legendary finishes. And right now, we only have one, and it's LF Frieza. And not only that, I mean, LF Frieza hasn't returned ever since his banners even happened. right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, Piccolo came back. We got LF Piccolo back, but LF Frieza has never returned since his initial banner, right? So it would make sense that we got maybe an LF Kid BUU, which would be kind of cool. You could use it on regen, obviously, but it would be cool, and especially because I would really like to see Planet Burst as a legendary finish. I think it'd be awesome. And again, like, you know, regen could probably get like a few new units as well. Right now the meta is heavily siding towards what, like androids, hybrid, and then still, you know, future God Key and Fusion Warrior. So I don't know. Again, this is all speculation, because for all you know, all of us could be wrong. All of us could be wrong. But the main two characters that I see this being are either Super Saiyan Rose or transforming Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, which again I think is more unlikely to happen based on the shade of pink that this GIF is, or a brand new Majin unit, and if we're lucky, an LF Kid BUU, which I think is more likely because of the shade of pink that this is. And normally I wouldn't try to read too into like things like that, but with how Legends, like how the Twitter accounts are specifically with their cryptic messages, they are very intricate and they want you to pay attention to every single detail. So that's why I'm really focusing on the actual shade of pink instead of it just being a general pink color and then automatically jumping to conclusions that it would be Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. No, like again, they want you to focus and be as intricate as possible with their cryptic messages. So since the shade of pink is a light shade of pink, more than likely it's going to be an iteration of a Majin unit, whether it be Majin Buu, Super Buu, Kid BUU, whatever the case may be. More than likely it's going to be one of those units. But if not, and if it ends up being transforming Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, then I'm all down for it. But with the trend of what they've done with Dragon Ball Legends, I wouldn't expect a transforming Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black until next Black Friday. Or I said next Black Friday, but Black Friday this year, obviously. And that's not going to happen until November. So we have a bit of time until we actually can start speculating on whether or not we'll actually get that unit. But for now, I strongly believe that it's going to be a Majin unit. I'm hoping that it's going to be an LF Kid BUU, especially with how they're promoting it. I highly doubt it's just going to be brand new Kid BUU and that's it. No, it's probably going to be a pretty hype version of Kid BUU. But only time will tell. But I do want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Again, this is our first hint at a major unit in a very long while, so it's 100% something to get hyped for. But I do want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to be a transforming Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, or do you think it's going to be a Majin unit, and if we're super lucky, an LF Kid BUU? Let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.